In a matter of minutes, we'll be taking some raw data, training a neural network, and then using it to automate the rest of our labeling. In this case, we'll be tackling road signs. A very common object to be used in self-driving car annotation. I'm going to jump into one of the images in this dataset. Just as a recap, we have 86 pictures that I've taken from the internet, of which 47 have already been labeled using masks around these road signs. There's 36 of them yet to be labeled, plus 3 of them that are currently in progress. I'm going to jump into one of these images and demonstrate some of these semi-automatic labeling capabilities on the platform. I'm going to pick the road sign class with the hotkey 2, make a very rough bounding box, and start labeling these road signs. This will give me a very fast way of creating these pixel perfect masks, as you can see, around these signs, and give me some additional instances to train on. We won't need that many, but having a bit of variety will certainly help. Now these are some huge road signs, so let me mark this image as complete and then complement it with perhaps this one that has some more distant road signs. Here we go. And interestingly, this one is in Cyrillic, so it will pose an additional challenge for the model. Okay, bear with me another second as we complete this labeling. And as you can see, the system is handling some of the occlusions also quite well. We will see this especially in this yellow sign coming up, which is composed of 3 different parts, which we will combine. I don't believe that would be a road sign, that would be a part of the sign itself. So let's make the first polygon for it, the second polygon, and now the third polygon. And let's combine their masks. Press Shift M to combine 3 paths into one. Now let's go for this one, our last 2. Brilliant. I'll mark it as complete and go back to our datasets home. All I have to do now that I have 48 completed images is go into the Neural Networks tab, press New Model, and we can select the instance segmentation model. This gives us both the bounding box of an object detector as well as the mask of a segmentation model. I'll press Continue. This will give us also the most accurate results possible on V7. It is like a mask-R-CNN model, but a few generations ahead. We can also see the status of our dataset here and sample some of the images. The road sign has 279 instances, which is quite good, and it's divided among 49 images, which is quite bad. But that's okay. It's not going to be too hard for the model to learn this object. We only have this selected as other instances, other classes have too few examples. Here's our training split, 60 to train, 17 to validate, and 9 to test, and we can simply start training. Now I won't do this now because otherwise this tutorial would take too long. I'm going to jump instead into a new dataset, which I will use to run the models. If we look on the right, we have a workflow that starts with an annotation phase, goes into a model, then another model, then a review stage, and then finally a complete stage. We can tweak these at any given point from the section over here and also add logic or code stages that allow us to combine the output of the different models into one. In this case, we are finding the road signs, we are then reading the road signs and then sending things to a human review just to make sure that things are correct. I'm going to go back into the data and start adding some additional images. Let me make sure I pick some that contain some text as well as some difficult road signs. Remember, we are basing ourselves on a model that has been trained on 46 images, so we can't expect it to perform all too well, but the pre-trained backbone of it should do well enough to at least start detecting some of the easier signs and automate some of our work. I'm going to press Upload, and we'll start to see the data loading on the top right. Now I'm going to refresh just to call those new images, and here they are. I'm going to jump into the first one. We can see our timeline at the top. I'm not interested in labeling it though. I want the model to do all the work in the beginning, so I'm just going to tag it and then send it to the next stage as my contribution. This is where the magic happens. I'm going to go back as it cycles me to the next image, and when this timer is complete, it will be sent to the AI model. This one will run the first model, and then will be sent to another model that will try to read the text all over this image. Finally, to review, back to me. Let's look at our results. We have detected road signs. We also detected this exit only, which is technically not a road sign in and of itself, it's a section of it. And then we have text being read even with this high glare. We have this other road sign detected, as well as some very small ones in the background. Pretty good for an initial start. This will save us a lot of time, especially as these are all polygon annotations, so they would normally take a lot more to create. Let's go to our next image and test another one. We have a vertical image here. I'm going to do the same. I'll skip this annotation stage by just adding a simple tag and send the rest of the work to be done to models. Okay, the models are running and they've detected the road signs and then passed it on to the reading model, which has read the text on this sign. And I can mark this one as complete. This will help me multiply the amount of data that I can use to then train the next version of the model and the next version of the model until my workflow is almost perfectly automated. One last example here, AI model running, detected signs, read text, and then back to review. During review, I can make corrections to any of these items, although these look pretty good so far. I can add any missed road signs, and I can perhaps assign this review to someone else if they are perhaps an expert in this image and need some advice, and leave a comment to let them know how to deal with certain cases. This is a quick demonstration of automating road sign recognition on V7. Hope you've enjoyed, and simply head over to v7labs.com to check out more features.